Although Warfighter is built around individual missions, they can be combined into a campaign format to recreate the historic battles of World War II. To get started, you need to select a campaign sheet and place it next to the tactical display. The campaign you choose will have a location, year, and brief history of the actual campaign itself. For example, if you choose the Wake Island Invasion and take the offensive card, you will be playing as a Japanese player against the American defenders. The campaign will state the type of region, how many weeks it will last, and what expansions are needed to play the campaign itself. The map will provide you with the starting location and the areas where you will have future missions until reaching the end of the campaign. In addition to the starting locations and objectives, there are special rules for the campaign that will shape the forces that you can provide, any resource points that might be gained or lost upon completing each mission objective, and any special conditions, such as what might have happened if you failed to complete the objective. Now that you know what the campaign requires, the next step is to create a squad that will help you achieve victory. You use the resource points that are given in a campaign to purchase the soldiers, skills, weapons, and equipment that you will need. Each soldier will keep the gear that they have been assigned. Keep in mind that you can divide your troops into 1, 2, or more squads depending on what the campaign allows, and the number of start squares on the campaign sheet. Each squad will have its own counter and perform one mission per week. Now you are ready to fill out the campaign log sheet and begin the missions for the type of campaign that you have chosen. These are campaigns in which your forces are on the attack. They are advancing against an enemy force with the objective of securing territory, destroying enemy forces, and completing vital objectives. You start the offensive campaign by placing an enemy hold counter on the map. You will need to place each of your squads in the squares that have an enemy held counters in place. There is only one squad per square. Each week, you will conduct a single mission for the current objective square. You will use the objective card that is designated for that square. Instead of a mission card, draw a random location card for the first location of the mission. All of your soldiers will start on that location card, and you do not draw any hostiles for that location. Because you do not use a mission card, you will need to roll using the table to determine the location of the objective card using a 10-sided die. This will also reveal any effects that the mission might have as well. For each squad, you are now ready to start conducting the assigned missions. Keep in mind to recalculate the resource points of the squad in terms of the hostiles that might appear, the location, and objective cards. At the end of each mission, your squad will regain the number of resource points that were lost. You may use the additional resource points to purchase new soldiers, weapons, gear, and skills. If you complete the objective, your squad will gain the resource points that are listed on the campaign sheet. You may use the points to purchase more gear, soldiers, and skills. Flip the counter from enemy held to friendly held, and move the squad counter to a square that is adjacent. You can move freely through the squares that are now friendly. If you are not successful, then the enemy held counter remains in place. The squad counter stays in the same square, and they will attempt the same mission the following week at a new starting location and a re-roll for the mission chart. Remember to mark off each week of the campaign on a log sheet. If you have completed the campaign, check the end of campaign rules. If not, continue with next week. If you did not complete the campaign, remove all experience points that your soldiers gained and start the next mission with the original number. All wounds from the previous mission are healed, and you regain all ammo along with other expendables which may be repurchased. When you complete the campaign, determine your victory level by the number of objectives that were achieved. Defensive campaign is when your forces are fighting during a retreat or trying to protect territory from the enemy. They use the escape mission rules, so treat each mission card as if it were an escape. This means that you start at a location card and work your way toward the mission card. Remember that you do not have to pay the entrance cost for the location card where your squad will start, but you will have to draw for hostiles after the advanced mission timer step. Each mission ends when one of the following occurs. All your soldiers arrive on the mission card, the mission timer runs out, or when you decide to end the mission. Any soldiers who do not make it to the mission card when the timer runs out or the mission ends are considered captured. As with offensive missions, you may recalculate the resource points of the squad at the start of each mission. Mark off each completed week on the campaign log and determine if the campaign itself has been completed. If not completed, remove all the experience points that were gained, heal all wounds, and regain all ammo. Now move the squad to the next square and roll to see what effect the mission will have. Once the campaign ends, compare the resource points of your surviving soldiers, gear, and skill to determine what level of victory you have achieved. And that is how you play both offensive and defensive missions in Warfighter World War II.